So sit back, relax, let your thoughts run free. You're in the Paul Studios where you're meant to be.
Are we starting?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
I didn't hear the clapper.
I didn't either. No, okay, you did it. You did it. I thought we were gonna start with 3, 2, 1.
All right, should we start again?
Reset.
Yeah.
Okay, do it again, Melanie. I'm gonna do 3. You do 2, and I do 1. Ready?
Okay.
3.
2,
Both of us together.
Oh, okay.
Again.
Okay.
3,
2,
1. Happy New Year! Woo! Welcome to 2025, the Pod Show!
Oh,
Our
man.
first New Year's show.
It's exciting. I'm just like, I'm so excited.
Wait,
that...
how's your excitement? How do you get when you're excited?
No, I can't say it here. I have to like be professional for you guys.
No, Melanie. No. Get excited. I'm putting her on the spot.
Yeah, she is.
And making her nervous.
I'm very shy, guys. If you guys want to know.
All right, I'll let you go.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, go.
No. But I'm like, it's great that we're not only able to end the year with this show, but that we're able to start it. You know, having this show, having you guys, having this team. It's just amazing. Like,
This is episode what?
9. No, yes, 9.
9. We
9.
did 9 episodes.
Yes. And it's been an amazing rodeo. And it's like, you know, when they usually ask you like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I think if they would have asked me at the beginning of this year, where do you see yourself at the end of this year? I would have never thought that I would have been here doing a podcast.
Oh.
Like, that's nowhere where I was at the beginning of this year, but it's just amazing how God works. So I'm just excited.
Look
I'm
at you.
excited.
I like that.
Yes, I'm excited.
Very
so
nice, Melanie. Look at where you're at.
Yes. Actually, you know what? AI Jazz, why don't you show the video now? I think this is the perfect moment. I made a video for us.
I don't know nothing about this, you guys.
Yes.
Today's a day of
Hey,
surprises.
my love. So I'm going to do lures. So God gave me the strategy to start reading the Bible. So I started doing it on TikTok. And so if I start building enough on TikTok, then when I start doing my really big, documentaries or sit downs with people, which that's where I want to end up. It's on YouTube. So yeah, that's the podcast studios. So that's what I'm working on. And I just appreciate everyone who likes it, who shares and, interacts with it. So thank you. You made my day when I saw it.
That you could be a podcaster because, girl, you have the voice, you have the energy. If you feel like, hey, there's an idea that I had, and right now I don't know how to just get started. I don't know. I would just love to help you on this, and even if it's by sharing, I'll continue sharing, and I'll continue sharing your YouTube page or TikTok or whatever it is. I don't really have those things, but I'll get on it just to help you. So I want to help you, and it will be great to even later on, maybe you can interview me and I can share a little bit about my story. because I feel like my story can touch a lot of women's lives. So that was a really long audio, I'm sorry. But that was just, I had to say that to you because I'm like, wow, I didn't know that she wanted to do a podcast. That's crazy, because so did I. Just that, you took a step on it. I didn't. I left it behind. And maybe because it wasn't for me, or maybe just because I didn't have the courage enough to do it, or I don't know. But I needed to share that with you.
Mamas. I had to sit down because I was covered in goosebumps, and I feel like there's no words enough in the English vocabulary to express what I feel right now. I've been asking God how to do this, how to go about this.
We laugh a lot.
Yes.
Go ahead, Melody, go fly.
I wanted
need a
to create
tissue.
a video that just really showed how much we've grown in such a short amount of time. Yes. We asked.
That was good. Sorry.
We asked for something and the AI is just coming.
Do you
throw
need
it
a
for us.
tissue
No,
too?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Okay,
I don't have makeup, so hopefully it doesn't run out.
Let me get all dialed up today.
Sorry.
Okay, all right, sorry.
But yeah, I want us to remember what God has done for us these past few months,
Yeah.
because at least for me, like I just said right now, I never thought that this is where I was going to be.
Mhm.
But, when God is in the middle of something and he knows what he has set out for you, he makes it work. And in just a short amount of time, that is everything that we've been able to do. And that's a lot,
Yeah.
because not a lot of people can do that.
No.
So I just wanted to do a video that represents where we are. And yeah, and that's literally what we're going to talk about today. Just going into the new year with now even bigger intentions, even with bigger plans, with bigger goals. And just wanted to share that with you.
Very, 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 very thoughtful, very detailed. Life is very fast paced.
Yeah.
And sometimes for me, like, Jasmine always tells me this, like I'm very oblivious to like the good things that I do
Mm-hmm.
and how consistent I am with certain things. And she's like, you don't feel them. And I'm like, I don't know if that's a bad thing or a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't feel them. It's just like like let's get this done. And I am present at it, but I don't realize how much is done.
It's like you don't give yourself recognition.
No,
Is that what it is?
that's what it
Okay.
is. No, I
Okay.
don't.
I get that, because I've been like that a lot, but I think that's something that also God has been working on me with.
Okay.
just being able to recognize yourself and give yourself credit is important.
Yeah.
Because you're not really able to accomplish any new goals that you want to accomplish if you don't even recognize what you've done with the one you're personally working on.
Yes.
You have to be able to give yourself the credit. And all glory and honor to God,
Amen.
of course.
Yeah.
But there's people that you have to recognize yourself, because there's people out there that don't even take that step that you have taken.
Yeah.
So
You know something, the other day I was listening to a preacher that said, you pat yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You pat yourself on the back, say you did a good job.
Yeah.
Like, just stop for a moment and pause and say, look at what's done.
Yeah.
Look at what's happening. And I'm like, that is so true. And then it just keeps happening. Then someone else comes to you and tells you, you told me this the other day and I can't forget about it. You said that the hardest thing to do is start. And look, I'm doing this now. This is a true story, I'm telling you. That's what somebody told me. And I'm like, oh my God, good for you. And then I just kept it to myself. And then that night when I came home and I started thinking, I'm like, the hardest thing to do was start all of this.
Yeah.
And then look at what's happening now.
Right.
And the people that have joined because the Holy Spirit has guided them to do this. Not because I went out of my way once, picking out people.
Mm-hmm.
And I did that out of my own, and then the Holy Spirit was like, can you wait for me?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm all right, fine. And then he just started to mold all of this together. And just, Melanie, to see that video again, you don't realize how much you have accomplished in a short amount of time. And when you look at it, you're like, wow, we did that.
Yeah.
We here, and the Jasmine and Eunice that are back there, and Jocelyn, who's consistent with her, her salmos. We are all in this together, and we did this.
Mm-hmm.
So, thank you, my love. Okay. Let me pat you in the back because you did the video.
Yes. But that was a special moment, obviously, for us. But what we want to get into today, right? Like I said, is going into the new year with intention. We want to talk about something special that Xiomara actually showed me. What was it, last 2 weeks?
I didn't show you. You saw
it.
I
saw it.
You
and then
saw
I
it.
asked, and then she was showing me her vision boards. And at least to me, guys, I've seen a vision board, but I've never done one personally. And actually, you've motivated me to do one this year. So I hope that I actually do it. But I want to be able to start this tradition too. So that's what we are going to talk about today.
Yes.
So you've done them. So it would be great to hear your perspective.
Well, Melanie, they were back here. I'm not hiding them. They were just back here. And she happens to look over. She's like, what is that? And I said, those are my vision boards. And then we took them out. And I guess, Jazz is going to show them here.
Yes.
And
also the video. Because I have the video. What I captured the moment.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That
she was telling me what was on it. And yeah, it was great to see.
Yeah. I do it with a lot of intention to motivate me throughout the year, which we're gonna discuss more about why I do the vision boards and what they actually. We have them in the front. That's why I'm looking at. That's why I'm looking. That's where we're looking down, because I have them right there, and what they mean to me. But before we get into that, I just want to ask you guys, but I'm going to ask Melanie first, about 2024.
Yeah.
How did 2024 treat you?
Well,
that's a deep breath.
Yeah. Because honestly, guys, personally, aside, that's also why I wanted to show that video, because that was a big part of my 2024. At least for me, that was huge, because like I said, I never would have thought that this is where I was going to be. To me, guys, this is like a second home. Mm-hmm. To me, this is literally where we come, and you saw those short clips of laughter. Those are only short clips, guys, but every time we come here, it's just a moment where we get to just, relax, laugh. Yeah. And even though we're here recording, but it's a moment where we also get to vent. We get to know more about each other. Like we said, we're very transparent when we're here talking. We're learning things about each other. So just that we're able to not only record and do this for you guys, but that we're also here learning more about each other, just forming these friendships with you guys.
Yeah.
It's a big part of my life. But on the personal level, on my personal life, 2024 has just been huge for me. This is the year that I accepted the Lord into my life.
Praise the Lord.
Yeah, and just from that moment, everything has been lining up within my life. And now, with that being said, yes, there's been struggles. Yes, there's been those moments where it's bad, and those moments are going to continue being there. But God has shown me that He's there in every one of those moments. And I think if I just describe 2024 in one word, in one way, it's just been a year of growth for me. I've learned. He's taught me so much, and I think the biggest thing that He's taught me is how to put Him first, how to continuously look for Him, have time for Him. It's something I never had before, and I also want to be able to give myself credit for that, because I feel like even though I just accepted Him this year, I've done so much within myself. I've learned so much that I'm able to say I have that relationship with Him. And it's amazing, guys. It's amazing. being able to have Him as part of your life, it just does something to you. I can't even explain it. You have to do it yourself for you to know, I guess, just the peace that it brings you. That even though you go through those hard moments, if you just take a moment to just be there and just talk to Him, it all goes away. You just feel this sense of peace that it's been amazing. So I think 2024 has just been a year of growth for me, and a very important year that I'm gonna remember for the rest of my life. So yeah,
one of the best years.
Yes,
so far, because it could get better.
No, and I know it is, but it, at least for me, because I accepted the Lord into my life, it's a year that I'm always gonna remember. So, how about you?
Oh, for me, it's just I'm walking in my purpose. I set out. What's the word I'm looking for? Not violently, which that's a good word to use.
Yeah, it's okay.
To do what I visioned.
Yeah.
All these years, like the Pause Studios was in my vision board since 2020. It's 2019, you guys. But this year, 2024, I put it there and I said, well, we're going to do this whether I like it or not.
Yeah.
And I did it, and it's just been a year of walking in my purpose. That's the only way I could describe it.
Like you took accountability.
I did, and I went and I did it, and I said, God, I just want to be obedient in what you're asking me to do. I do not want to waste my time anymore. I know that you created me for a greater purpose. I know that there's more to this walk. It can't just be the same thing every single day. I was tired of living that life, and I needed to act upon it, because I'm the only one who can stop it, or I can change it.
Yeah.
You're gonna change it, girl. And that's what I did, by myself or with people. Whoever wanted to join will come along for the ride. But I was gonna do this. So we're gonna talk about this later, but I always pick a word every single year. I always pick a word at the beginning of the year that I'm going to walk on. And for me, this year was blind faith. And, that's what I did. I did this studio in blind faith, you guys, because I can't even begin to describe. This is not free. Nobody gives you this.
Right.
You have to invest in it. But I did it. I walked in blind faith, and what the Lord has been doing it's just gonna keep getting better. And He doesn't stop.
Yeah.
He doesn't stop talking. He doesn't stop saying, I have something better for you. And that just motivates me to keep on going. So 2024 for me was just walking in my purpose.
Okay.
That's
I
why I
love
feel
it.
like a
That's step
boom,
by
boom,
step.
boom, boom. Yeah, that's exactly what I felt. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go, girl. Let's conquer everywhere you go.
Yeah. Oh, but that's great.
And
That's
then you
great.
came along.
Yeah.
Here we are. You know, I didn't think my goal for this show was just to sit in front of the camera by myself and talk. Little did I know that having a conversation with her, as you saw in the video, that would lead to this.
Yeah.
It just meshed, you guys. In the spirit realm, I just felt it. I saw it, and it just like she's it. And as you can see, you know, people compliment us all the time on how you guys you flow so well. You're so good together.
Yeah.
And when I watch us back, I feel it too.
Yeah.
Like, man, yeah, yeah, that's a good puzzle piece right there.
Yeah, no, it's amazing how God works because it's just like, I don't know, like even when I sent you that audio, like I mentioned there, like, you know, I just wanted to help you, like, you know, get it started because, you know, she mentioned to me that, you know, she was just starting.
Yeah.
Back when you sent me the audio, that you were just beginning to do this, you know, and be, you know, accountable for it. So I was like, I just want to help you. And then look, you know, so it's just
You helped and you meshed and you stayed.
Cause that, you know, that's what God wanted. So,
Yeah.
you know, it was going to happen eventually, but it's amazing that it happened this year and that we're able to, you know, now start the new year together.
I know.
This is only gonna get bigger. We know it, and we just appreciate you guys too. We want to be able to show that appreciation for you guys because without you guys, obviously, this also just wouldn't be the same.
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't, because then it would just be us talking
Right.
to ourselves and the two that are behind the
Right.
curtains. But no, trust me when I tell you, I don't look at the views because I want them to be high.
Yeah,
I look at them because, you know, we
want people.
We do.
To what's the word? To like be invested in this, but invested in what we were talking about.
Yeah.
Because what we pray for before we begin every show is that it touches people, and that's really what we want. So it's not about the views, it's not about how many people, but it's more of like, you know, who was touched by this episode, you know, what can we do better to be able to make it better for you guys. So,
and trust me, we love when we see the comments and that you guys are writing. We love the text messages as well. But I want to see more comments.
Yes.
and YouTube, please. Right under there so other people can hear your stories as well. That's why we're sharing these stories, not only to edify your life, but I want to hear your testimony as well. It probably could edify somebody else's life.
Exactly. So, but it's great to always, before you begin the new year, it's good for you to talk about this year, this current year, and for you to recognize everything you've done, recognize maybe what you didn't do and what you want to go ahead and start doing. It's good to just reflect on this current year before you even start the new one, because sometimes we don't do that. Sometimes we go ahead into the new year but you didn't take a moment to reflect everything, whether it's good, whether it's bad, because sometimes it's bad things, you know. Sometimes this year could be, you know, I just want to forget about this year. I don't even want to think about it, and that's okay.
I had that year,
but it's good to reflect on it, because then you know what not to do in the new year. You know what you want to change in the new year. So it's good for you to just take that time to kind of reflect and think about everything that you went through in this year before you go into the new one.
You see, that's why on December 1st, I never fail on doing this. December 1st, I always go on social media and I go on my Insta stories and I write, you have 31 more days. What did you do the past couple of months? And if you haven't done it, you have 31 more days to start now. Be purposeful with your years. Don't just let them waste away, you guys.
Yeah, be intentional, and that's the message we're trying to give today. So with that, we want to just go ahead and talk about the vision boards. And so you're the one that does them, so I want to ask you, Like, when did you start doing them? Why? Like, what was the purpose behind them?
Okay. There's a verse in the Bible. It's in Habakkuk. I like to say that, Habakkuk. And it says, it's Habakkuk 2. It says, and the Lord answered me, write the vision, make it plain on tablets. And that for me, that was it. So I started doing vision boards actually on my phone first. There was an app that you can do that with.
Yeah, I think, isn't that the one with the pin?
Yes.
What's it called? Pinterest? No, it's not
Yeah,
Pinterest.
but I didn't do it on Pinterest.
Oh,
it was
okay,
something
okay.
else. It was
Oh,
something
no,
that
I'm
was
sure
like
there's more
popular
apps.
at
Yeah.
that time.
Mhm.
So I started doing it on that. And then I had a conversation with a couple of girls from church, and they were like, wait, I want to do that too. So I said, well, we can get a big board, and I have a bunch of magazines, and we're going to go to the house, and we're going to cut out stuff. But be intentional in what you're cutting out, okay?
Mhm.
Don't just start cutting stuff out because, oh, that sounds nice. Oh, that looks nice. Mind you, when I first started, my vision board was packed.
Yeah.
Like, packed with stuff in there. But then, you guys, as the years have gone by, it just keeps getting
smaller.
Yeah.
Like, more, like, smaller in the things that you stick on it,
Yes.
but bigger in the vision.
In the
that you're
vision,
putting in it.
I'm becoming more intentional in what I
Yes.
want. Like, I want a lot of stuff, but does it mean that I need that at the moment?
Exactly.
No, I'm actually, now this year, I'm going to get a board like this. It's going to be
Yeah.
smaller. Like, Eunice and I were discussing that. We're going to get it this small, and we're just going to be purposeful in what is it that we want 2025 to be. And
Because I think the word is you have to be realistic too.
yes, go ahead.
Yeah, because you don't want to put just a bunch of stuff in there that, you gotta think like, okay, realistically, am I really gonna accomplish that this year, or can that wait?
Yes. What I do is, right, I start looking at the old ones that I have,
Okay,
right?
okay.
And you can tell, like, when you start looking at them, what I was going through that year, just because of what I was writing, what I put on my
Right.
board, and mostly you could tell it's a lot of self-help that I needed at that moment for my heart, for healing, And then when you start looking at the other boards, you can tell that I was starting to be like, oh, she wants to be business-like, because look at what she has on her board.
Mhm.
So now the board is there, right? But I also have a word. Like I always said, I said before, I pick
Yeah.
a word every single year, you guys. Like, I want to be so intentional how my year I want it to go. And this all started for me in 2020. I heard a preaching of T.D. Jakes, and he said, you have 10 years to change. It's 2020. You have 10 years to change your whole entire life. I still feel it. I still feel that moment because I started to cry. I said, 2020, I have 10 years. Each year, let it be intentional. What is it that you wanted to do? I wanted to heal. God, just heal me, please. The next year, let's do something else. The next year, let's do something else. And that's how I just kept changing my words each single year, and I would put it on my phone. I'm very intentional with the stuff that I do. That's why I have these little things here. I also get ornaments so I could be reminded, and I put it on my tree. This year I didn't put it on my tree. I just left it hanging in the back there where the AIs are at. So, like, I wanted to heal. This was 2019. Yeah. See, I know. This means I need a vacation.
Gotcha.
I need a vacation from my mind, from everything. And that's what I did that year. Went on vacation to start healing from that. 2020, we started to do
Road trips.
yeah, look at you. Yes, we started to do road trips, and that's what I did. I'm going to go really fast so I don't take time with this. Then 2022, I started I started to educate myself more mentally.
Okay.
And then this was for, look at this. This was for my heart. This was for my mind. 23 was for my spirit. Shift. I wanted to shift in the spirit realm. I wanted something different. I don't want to stay the same. This is not it. Like my spirit, this is not it for you. There's more for you. So I started to shift. And then, unfortunately, this year, I haven't found an ornament because I want a blindfold because it's blind faith.
Oh, okay.
So I haven't found it yet. But 2024 it's blind faith. So I'm looking for that blindfold. But anyways, I'm very intentional when it comes to my years. I don't want to waste any more time. I don't want to waste God's time.
Yeah.
He wrote out my life with purpose, and I want to fill those pages up.
Right.
I do not want to live a life according to how I have been doing, because at the end of the year, when I look back, what did I do this year?
Nothing.
We're supposed to grow. We're supposed to go from glory to glory. And we're not supposed to stay the same, especially when we're God's children. We're supposed to grow spiritually. We're supposed to grow in our secular life. We're supposed to grow mentally and emotionally. We're not supposed to stay the same.
Yeah.
If you look back, especially on your spiritual life, and you're still the same, there's something wrong there. That's another subject.
Well, she got pastor
I
on
know.
me
I'm
right now.
sorry. I did, right? I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. They need to hear that side of you too.
So yeah.
That's great. It's great that you do these things, and like I said, you motivated me, because now I want to do a vision board, because I think vision boards are important because they hold you accountable. You know, and like you were telling me that day that we were talking about it, you know, this is how I hold myself accountable. If you ever have a moment where you're like, oh, I'm falling off, look at your vision board and say, no, like, this is what you have here. What have you done to start working on that?
So you're that type of person that will do it and follow through, because you know there are also other people that would just do it. They would put it away somewhere in a corner, not even look at it, and don't accomplish anything on it.
Yeah, I'm the way that I am. I would.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
and I would like, and I think that's what I'm saying. Like, God has just done so much within me. This, I wouldn't even say the whole year. It's been like, the past 6-7 months, like towards, you know, like he's just been able to hold me accountable for so many things and say like, Melanie, you have wasted so many years of doing garbage
Or absolutely nothing.
Or
Let's just
nothing.
say absolutely nothing.
and it's time to get going, because I have so many things for you and you're not even like nowhere near it. And it's why within a short amount of time, I know the things that he has put in me, you know, this show as one of them. And which is why he's like, you got to keep going. Like, no, you can't stop.
Yeah.
You got to hold yourself accountable, I'm a very organized person. So keeping that person, but now do it in a way that, you know, being organized is going to help you with everything that, you know, I have set out for you. So I think this vision board would allow me to hold myself accountable. I'm a very emotional person. So I do have my moments where I feel down, you know, where I'm like, you know, God, please, what's happening is too much. I grow anxious very quickly. So I think having this will also help me, like, hey, you created this at the beginning of the year. This is what you have set out for yourself through God. Go ahead and take a step on it. It's okay to have those moments where you feel down. It's okay to have those moments where you feel like maybe you're not accomplishing everything that you put on there. But as long as you are following through as much as you can, I think that's the best that you can do.
Yeah. And don't put too much on the board, because it's gonna overwhelm you. Like, think about what it is that you intentionally want this year. Do you want your heart to heal? Pick a corner, put that in a corner, put it with Bible verses. There's something in the secular world that you want to accomplish career-wise? Put that in the corner. You have a vision of something, of writing a book. Put that in a corner somewhere. You want to go travel? Put it in a corner. There's hobbies that we want to do, but we say that we don't have time to do them. There's time for everything. We just have bad time management.
Yes,
But there's time to do
management is
everything.
huge, guys.
You could even put that in the corner. Time management. You could just all put it in a vision board, but just don't start cutting out pictures just because it looks good or sounds good, because it's not going to help you. Just be intentional with everything you do. And you guys, there's something else that I do. If, for instance, I don't accomplish that year, I slide it over to the next year.
There you go. Because that's okay.
And
too.
that's okay.
Yeah, because like I said, I think the biggest word that, you know, when you do these vision words, also be realistic with yourself. And it's okay that if there's one thing that maybe you weren't able to do or you weren't able to start on it, leave it for next year.
Yeah.
But be able to pat yourself on the back at the end of the year and say, hey, but I did the rest. I did that.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
I got started at least. Maybe I didn't finish what I wanted to finish, but that's okay.
Yeah.
But as long as you got started, it's a step
Yes, it is.
that any other person maybe didn't do.
Yeah.
So just being able to, and obviously, at least for us, you know, children of God, include him.
That's the number one thing.
Include him in your vision boards. Be able to pray on it, and just in everything that you're doing, everything that you're putting, being able to ask him, okay, what is it that you have for me this year?
Absolutely.
Because that's honestly, I think it's the biggest lesson I learned this year, and I don't ever now want to start a year without him.
Is that why would you do that?
Yeah.
If he's the one who wrote out
Right.
your year, he knows the best for you.
Mm-hmm.
So why wouldn't you want to include him in all of that?
Yeah.
So this is why pick your word, put it on the vision board, and then line everything with that word. Because that word comes from him. Well, at least for me, the Holy Spirit gives me that word every single year, and I start lining everything with that word specifically.
Yeah.
And-
That's, oh my God, now I'm going to be thinking about a word.
I do that.
Or just asking God, like, hey, like, what is your vision for me this year? What is it that?
Oh, it would be lovely.
yeah.
Ask him. He will let you know. Trust me.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm excited for this, guys.
What's today? Oh, well, you're going to see this video. Like,
Yeah, no. I for the next one I will show you guys my vision board, because it's probably gonna be done already. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm excited to do it and just continue to hold myself accountable, because I know that although this year has been full of growth,
yeah.
I know that also there's gonna be days where I'm gonna be like, whoa, I don't feel it. Like, what's going on? So I wanna be fully prepared and just always including him first in everything
Yes.
and anything that I do.
And you know, when you do this this vision board with your friends hold you accountable in silence, because they saw you doing this. This is why at the end, when the four of us do it, we look at each other's vision boards. At least I take a mental picture. Now they know this.
Oh no, now they're gonna be like, that's not.
And
show it
I'm
to
like,
see you.
you know,
Okay, now.
let me see what you're gonna accomplish
Yeah.
out of all that you put there.
Mhm.
So we all hold each other accountable silently. So
think
it's
that's
good
great.
to do that with
Yeah.
your friends. Voice it out. And that's what I do. When I want to do something, I voice it out loud, because then it's not my secret no more. Then I'm forced, because I said it out loud.
Right.
Now I'm forced. I have to do this now.
Yeah. And I think that's great, because not only are you like being intentional only for you in your life, but you're also demonstrating that to your friends, and then your friends are being intentional and you guys are being intentional together. And there's no better way than to have that like community, to have that type of friendship where, okay, you see yourself falling down, but you have other people that can pick you back up and be like, it's okay. It's gonna be okay.
And you inspire each other.
Yeah.
You inspire each other. When I see, you know, the ladies growing and they accomplish something, the ladies, I didn't want to say girls, you know, they're ladies, they're women. When I see them growing and I see them doing something that they have been talking about, that makes me happy.
Right.
And it's just like, that's my victory too. You know, it's not yours by yourself.
Yeah.
I cried with you for that too.
Right.
So
I prayed for that.
yeah.
For you, even if you do it like silently in your own private moment, but that you're able to say, I have friends that are, you know, also being intentional with me or praying over
Yes,
this
ma'am.
for me. So
Yes.
that's great.
Yeah. Like
That's-
this.
Yes.
Everyone saw that I put it on my vision board.
Hmm.
And then look at where we're at now.
Yeah.
But they're part of this blessing as well. They planted a seed that day that we all did it together and we prayed for our vision boards.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, we want to encourage you guys to do a vision board too. So,
Even if
you've
it's a
never
little one.
done one, this is definitely your moment to go ahead. Stop what you're doing.
I advise you guys.
Yes.
The word says it. We read it in Habakkuk, right?
Yes.
Write down your vision. It says it there. For me, that's like a spoken word, a command that God gave us. Write it down and pray over it. And then you know what God does? He starts to filter out. What is it that you don't need? Or what is it? No, you can't do that yet. No, I didn't call you to do that. That's like the most painful one.
Yeah.
When he's like, nah.
When you have something,
Yeah.
and he's like,
No, I didn't call you to do that. And then when you start doing your vision boards the next year, you already know, like, nah, that's not it. This is it. So God starts filtering stuff out. So
Yeah. Oh yeah. So we encourage you to do one this year. Be intentional with everything that you put on there.
mhm.
Include God into everything. Pray over it. Have that moment. If you have friends that also want to do it, have that moment with your friends so you guys can hold each other accountable for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who do you say, who holds you, let's see, who holds you accountable? Who holds you accountable? If you don't say anything that you have in your heart that you want to do, if you don't say it out loud, if you don't share it with anyone, if you don't even write it down, oh, it's in my heart, it's okay. Who can hold you accountable for that?
Right.
So how are you intentional with the things that you want to do the next year that's coming? Well, this year, because you're going to see this
in the new year.
in the new year. So come on, don't waste another year. As we can see, time is going really, really, really fast.
It is.
And before you know it, it's the end of the year again, and you're gonna look back and say, another year went by and I didn't do anything. So
Just get started.
I'm gonna hold you accountable.
And I'm gonna hold you accountable.
Hold me accountable, girl. I'm gonna hold everybody in this room accountable, because you know why? I want us all to grow. As women of God, I want us all to grow. There's purpose in us, in all of us. And I want that to come out. This is not just it, you know, that for them too back there, that's not just it. You know, there's more to this, but you know, we got to start like this first.
Right.
But we got to be intentional.
Be intentional and also get started. Don't be scared, because if God is putting something in your heart to do, just do it. Because guys, I never thought I would be here talking to a camera to a bunch of people, but God kept telling me, you know,
When she said that she wouldn't do it.
it's time, and you know, it just happened, and now we're here. So don't be afraid to take that step, because if God is putting something in your heart, then that's the start of something big that he has for you. And if you never get started, if you are so focused on that of being afraid, it's never gonna happen.
Yep.
Don't be afraid for the plans that God has for you, because just starting it, he has something bigger. That plan is only gonna get better. But if you never get started, how do you expect God to do bigger things for you?
Yeah.
So
fear is the number one thing.
Yeah.
Why people don't do stuff. They fear, number one, that they don't have the resources. Number two, which is the one that I feel most people have, they don't believe in themselves. They don't think they're capable of doing anything. But who do we serve? When you put God in your plans. Wait, you wrote it here.
Oh,
You
or
wrote.
Proverbs, right?
Yeah,
Or-
go ahead, read it.
Sorry, I lost it. Okay, Proverbs 16:3. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans. So just bring it to him, guys.
God is so simple, you guys.
Just bring it to him.
So simple. You have a plan? God, is this what you have for me? He's going to tell you yes or no.
It will work itself out.
Yes.
It really does. There's really no more simple way to say it. It just everything starts aligning, and you yourself will start seeing, oh, that's not the way he wants me to go. This is where he wants me to go. And it just everything starts lining up. So, but you have to be able to give. Don't start the new year, guys. Well, you guys would already see this by the new year, but either way, even if it's just 1 week and the year already started, you didn't do it last week, do it this week.
Yeah.
Give it to him.
Start right now.
All the plans that you have, give it to him. And we guarantee you guys that it's gonna be a different year. It's gonna be a better year. It's gonna be a great year.
Because you're being intentional.
And you gotta have faith.
Yeah.
Over everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't have faith, then God sees that. So
I was gonna start singing. You gotta have faith. You don't know that song, do you?
No, I don't.
No.
She already knows when I start laughing like that. I'm like, what is she saying?
This is good. This is good. This is good. This is good.
All right. Well, we just hope that you guys feel inspired by this episode, that you guys are able to go into the new year being intentional, with faith, with purpose.
Surround yourself with people who are going to
hold
push you,
yes.
that are going to push you
Motivate
to
you.
get to your purpose. Trust me, that, even though this is another topic, but surround yourself with people who
Yes.
believe in your vision.
Mhm.
That helps out so much.
It does.
You don't have to struggle. You don't have to feel like you're doing this by yourself. When you have people who believe in your vision and are pushing to help you,
Oh, it feels amazing.
it's just sweet. It's sweet.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to return that. I can't wait it's my turn to do it for you.
Oh,
Because that's who I am.
yeah.
That's who I am. So
Nice. And if you do a vision board, share it with us. We have our social media, so we are going to put it in the description. Tag us, take a picture of it and post it and tag us so we are able to see it. And we are also able to hold you guys accountable.
Yeah.
So include us also in whatever vision board you guys are doing, or if you guys are doing it with a group of friends, take a picture of it, take a picture of you guys doing it, whatever it is, whatever you guys want to share with us, just share it. We want to also be a part of it.
Yeah. And if you have never done a vision board, we are going to download a PDF file
Okay. Yes.
with instructions on how to do one.
Yes.
We are here to help. We want everyone to grow this year for 2025. Please,
Yes.
let's not waste another year. Let's do this. This is the
Yes.
year. I keep saying it. This is the year. I said it last year. I have to get this out. I said last year was the year of planting the seeds. Planting the seeds. It started in September, and I felt it in the spirit, and it just kept going. And whatever you planted in tears, whatever you planted in writing down, whatever you planted in speaking to someone, 2025 is the year for that to come to fruition. So please, this is the time that I feel that God in the spirit realm is opening that place of like drop. This is yours. This is yours. This is yours. What you did in 2024, I'm going to start dropping it. So if you believe it, when you heard it right now, you're going to receive it.
Yep. She went all pastora again. I love it when she does that.
Melanie, no, don't do that, Melanie.
No, but yes. The link is gonna be in the description. And I'm sorry. All right. Right.
They're on a roll today. We're trying to ignore them, and they just keep writing stuff.
All right. So. All right. Well, we read 2 verses to you guys today, but we cannot finish without our Bible verse jar, and we cannot start the new year without our tradition here. And it's my turn. So, dun, 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 dun. Light blue.
She's going for the blue.
I'm going for the. I don't know why. I was gonna go pink, but he said blue, so I'm gonna go blue. You keep him. Oh, Isaiah 26:3. Sorry, I always do that. I read the verse first, but I should start reading the thing first. Isaiah 26:3. You keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on you, because he trusts in you.
I leave that all to you. There's
There's
keywords in there.
Peace and trust, guys. Peace and trust. And I think that what God is saying with this is that we need to trust him, but also believe that he believes in you and that he trusts you. And there's no better way to go into the new year without realizing that God sees you, he believes in you, and he wants you to feel at peace over everything and everything that's going on with your life. Whatever you guys are going through, there's peace in this new year. We declare it for you, and we declare it for ourselves too.
Amen.
Amen.
I love that.
Thank
He
you.
trusts you.
Yes.
Do you trust him?
I do. Do you?
We're gonna end it. We don't have no music. We don't have music. Happy New Year!